Good morning, traders. Here with Manny Cabrera from MDC Trading Academy with today's pre-market forecast for Friday, October the 20th. As we jump to our news items for this morning, we can clearly see we do have one report this morning. We have obviously the flash manufacturing at 9:45, but we also have Fed Chairman speaking at 11 o'clock this morning. This market has just been absolutely astounding me the last several weeks as we continue to reach all-time highs. Right back to the all-time highs after being compressed within this uh, compression space that we have spoken for a while. Clearly breaks above this trend line here, this particular resistance area here, which we had determined was a very strong one and held the market for a while. Expecting more continuation to the downside. This has just blown my mind. Market just completely blows right through it, heading to all-time, actually creating a new all-time high on relatively good volume. We're still over 1 million and our ATR is healthy. So what's next for this market? Obviously the next test will be the all-time high. What happens at the all-time high? Is the market going to hold resistance, or is the market going to blast through the all-time high, create a resistance, a support at the previous resistance, and move forward? This market is just astounding me, astounding the experts. It's amazing how it's just ignoring any type of negative information regarding inflation and so on and so forth. It just looks like the market investors just looking to buy dips. Every time you see the dip to these moving averages, they just load up and take the next wave. So that's what we need to play. I mean, we cannot fight the reality of what's happening in the market. We got to trade what we see. Do not fight the trend. Remember, the head and shoulders broke clearly through it. I mean, there is no doubt how the market just blasted through both areas of resistance and all-time highs. That's where it's heading right now, and that's what we have to keep in mind. Now, of course, we're waiting for the reaction. It's still early this morning on what's going to happen on the bounce from that area, but nonetheless, this is yesterday's activity. We had spoken about the potential of a run. I measured a retracement just to see what would happen with this retracement. It was a 61% retracement from the pivot low in the pre-market to the swing high of that point, and I measured this retracement as a 61% retracement and held like a champ, and it just continued to move higher until we clearly blasted through any of the resistance areas that were holding us up. Market retracement once again. I wouldn't doubt if this is another 61% deep retracement, more of the same here, but then it just blasted through the intraday high into the stratosphere of all-time highs again. This is just an absolutely fantastic market. Of course, if it remains above this resistance here using as support, we're looking to go long. Market breaks below this, there's plenty of room to the downside today, but careful. Although the bias is up, remember there's both sides to the market. So as long as it remains above here, look for longs. Any break below here, just look for potential areas of resistance towards this level here. Take care. Have a great session. Please let me know if you have any questions. Take care.